Welcome, beloved soul, to this divine message. I truly believe our meeting in this moment is no coincidence. If you found this video, there's something heaven needs you to share with you today. The angels have been whispering about a powerful shift coming into your life, one that may manifest as an unexpected connection with someone of significant means who has noticed your light. Type open in the comments right now if you're ready to receive this message. This simple act declares to the universe that you're receptive to the abundance trying to reach you. When you type open, you're creating a spiritual agreement with what's being revealed to you today. The angels have been showing me that many of you watching have been overlooked for far too long. You've been pouring your energy into others, into work, into dreams that seem to disappear into the void, but all along you've been seen. Someone of extraordinary influence and resources has recognized something special in you, a quality, a talent, a light that shines differently than others. The divine messengers want you to understand that this isn't about chance. This connection has been written in the stars long before today. This person of wealth and influence, this billionaire energy, has been watching you from afar, admiring your spirit, your determination, your unique gifts, and soon they will reach out to you in a way that might seem sudden, but has been building for some time. Type ready if you can feel the truth of these words resonating with your spirit. The angels want me to emphasize that this isn't about romantic fantasy, though for some that element may be present. This is about divine recognition, when someone with the power to change trajectories sees the value in you that others have missed. You might be wondering why this would happen to you. The angels are showing me that many of you have been through periods of intense challenge. You've walked through fire and emerged with wisdom that can't be taught. You've maintained integrity when it would have been easier to compromise. You've honored your truth even when no one else could see it. These qualities are rare, and they're magnetizing to those who have achieved material success, but seek authentic connection. The heavenly messengers want you to prepare your energy for this incoming connection. This isn't about changing who you are or performing quite the opposite. It's about standing firmly in your authentic power. The wealth that's being drawn to you isn't attracted to pretense, but to the genuine spirit that makes you uniquely you. Type authentic to affirm that you'll remain true to yourself. When this connection manifests, the angels are emphasizing the importance of discernment. Not every wealthy person who approaches you comes with divine intention. You're being given advanced notice so you can prepare your spiritual discernment to recognize the difference between opportunity and illusion. The divine guides are showing me that for many of you, this connection will come through your work, your online presence, or through a mutual acquaintance who recognizes the potential synergy. For others, it may appear as a chance meeting that doesn't feel like chance at all. The timing of this connection is being divinely orchestrated to arrive when you're truly ready to receive it. When you've learned the lessons needed to handle this level of opportunity without losing yourself. Type discern if you commit to using your intuition when this connection appears. The angels want you to understand that true abundance never requires you to compromise your values or boundaries. Billionaire energy being drawn to you respects strength and clarity. They aren't looking for someone who will simply agree or be easily impressed by material wealth. Many of you have been feeling a strange anticipation lately, a sense that something significant is approaching. You've been having dreams of elevation, of conversations with influential people, of stepping into rooms you previously couldn't access. These aren't random. They're spiritual preparation, aligning your energy to receive what's coming. The heavenly guides want me to address something important. This message isn't about bypassing your own efforts or waiting for rescue. The wealth being attracted to you is being drawn by the work you've already done, the skills you've honed, the character you've built, the unique perspective you bring. This connection is coming to amplify what's already within you, not to replace your own power. Type worthy to acknowledge that you deserve this recognition that's approaching. The angels are showing me that many of you have struggled with feeling truly worthy of abundance. You've done the spiritual work, you've served others, you've honed your craft, but somewhere deep inside, a voice still questions whether you deserve material prosperity to match your spiritual richness. Today's message is confirmation that, yes, you absolutely do. The divine messengers want me to be clear that this connection with wealth isn't simply about money changing hands. It's about the expansion that happens when resources meet vision. The billionaire energy drawn to you sees possibilities in you that could transform not just your life, but impact many others. They're attracted to the multiplier effect they sense in your spirit. How their resources combined with your gifts could create something extraordinary. Type expand if you're ready for your influence and abundance to grow beyond current limitations. The angels are showing me that this wealthy person who's noticing you has been searching, perhaps for years, for someone with exactly your qualities. In a world of people seeking proximity to wealth for its own sake, your authenticity, your integrity, your creative vision stands out like a lighthouse on a dark shore. The divine guides want you to prepare by getting absolutely clear on your values and vision. When this conversation happens, when this wealthy person reaches out, you'll want to speak with clarity about what you're creating in the world. This isn't about impressing them. It's about expressing the truth of your purpose so they can see how their resources might align with your direction. Type purpose to commit to clarifying your vision before this connection manifests. The heavenly messengers are showing me that for some of you, this isn't the first time you've had proximity to wealth or influence. Perhaps you've had disappointing experiences in the past, promises that weren't kept, opportunities that evaporated, connections that seemed meaningful, but proved shallow. Those experiences were preparation, teaching you to discern authentic opportunity from empty words. The angels want me to address the timing of this connection. While I'm seeing that for many of you, this will manifest within weeks or months. Divine timing isn't bound by our human calendars. What's most important is your readiness to receive. Some of you need to complete certain lessons or release particular blocks before this connection can fully materialize. Trust that it's approaching at exactly the right pace for your highest good. Type divine timing to surrender to the perfect unfolding of this opportunity. The heavenly guides are emphasizing that when this wealthy person reaches out to you, it may not immediately be obvious who they are or what they represent. Many people of true wealth and influence don't lead with their credentials or flaunt their resources. You're being guided to tune into the energy beneath the surface interaction, to feel the resonance rather than being distracted by appearances. The angels are showing me that many of you have been working in relative obscurity, pouring your heart into work that hasn't yet received the recognition it deserves. You've questioned whether your efforts are visible, whether your contribution matters. This upcoming connection is confirmation that nothing done with integrity is ever wasted, that the right eyes have been watching, even when it seemed no one was seeing you. Type visible to acknowledge that your light has been seen all along. The divine messengers want you to understand that this connection with wealth comes with responsibility. It's not simply about improving your own circumstances, though that will certainly happen. It's about the ripple effect you'll create as your work expands. You're being entrusted with influence because your heart has proven trustworthy with smaller tests. The angels are showing me that some of you are resistant to this message. Perhaps you've been disappointed too many times, or you're skeptical about wealth being attracted to you. This resistance is natural. It's your spirit's way of protecting you from false hope. But I'm being guided to tell you that your skepticism, while understandable, is a barrier to receiving what's truly meant for you. You can maintain healthy discernment without closing your heart to possibility. Type open heart if you're willing to release skepticism while maintaining wise discernment. The heavenly guides want me to address something practical. When this wealthy person reaches out, they'll be evaluating not just your vision, but your readiness. Are your systems in place? Is your work organized in a way that could scale with additional resources? For some of you, there's divine guidance to put your house in order now, to organize your offerings, clarify your message, and prepare your foundation to support greater abundance. The angels are showing me that this connection will feel different. In others, there will be a sense of ease, of natural alignment, of conversations that flow into unexpected territory, but feel strangely familiar. Many of you will experience a moment of recognition, not just them seeing you, but you seeing something in them that resonates with your own journey. Despite the apparent differences in your circumstances, type recognition if you're open to this soul-level connection that transcends material differences. The divine messengers want you to know that when this wealth recognizes you, it may trigger old wounds around worthiness, childhood messages about money, about what you deserve, about whether abundance can be trusted. These may surface to be healed. This connection isn't just about external opportunity, but about internal reconciliation. With prosperity as a spiritual birthright, the angels are emphasizing that authentic wealth is attracted to authenticity. You don't need to polish your presentation or hide your struggles to appeal to this billionaire energy. In fact, it's often your willingness to be transparent about your journey, including the challenges, that most deeply resonates with those who've achieved material success, but hunger for genuine connection. Type transparent to commit to bringing your whole self to this opportunity. The heavenly guides want me to be clear about something. This message isn't suggesting you'll be rescued by wealthy benefactor. The billionaire energy being drawn to you isn't looking for someone to save. They're looking for someone to partner with, to invest in, to build alongside. They're attracted to your strength, not your need, your vision, not your dependence. The angels are showing me that for many of you, this upcoming connection will challenge how you see yourself. You've become comfortable with certain limitations, certain identities that keep you small. The recognition from this wealthy person will invite you to expand your self-concept, to see yourself through their eyes and recognize capacities within yourself that you've been hesitant to claim. Type expand if you're ready to grow beyond comfortable self-definitions, the divine messengers want you to prepare by strengthening your boundaries when opportunity appears, especially one connected to wealth and influence. It can be tempting to say yes to everything, to overextend yourself in an effort to prove your worth. You're being guided to know your non-negotiables before this connection manifests, to be clear about what you will and won't compromise, regardless of the resources offered. The angels are showing me that some of you have been here before, at the threshold of significant opportunity, but sabotaged it through fear, through unworthiness, through unconscious beliefs that prosperity must involve struggle or sacrifice. This time can be different. You've done the inner work to recognize these patterns. When this wealthy person reaches out, you're being given another chance to choose expansion over limitation. Type choose expansion if you're committed to breaking old patterns when this opportunity arrives. The heavenly guides want me to address the practical aspect of this connection. For some of you, this will manifest as a direct financial investment in your work. For others, it might be access to networks, resources, or platforms that amplify your message. And for still others, it could be mentorship that transforms how you approach your purpose. The form may vary, but the essence is the same. Recognition that accelerates your path. The angels are emphasizing that when this connection manifests, it's crucial to stay grounded in your values. Proximity to wealth can be disorienting, especially if you've been accustomed to scarcity. You're being guided to define your core principles now, before the opportunity arrives, so you can navigate from integrity rather than being swayed by the magnetic pull of resources beyond what you've known. Type grounded to commit to staying anchored in your values when this opportunity appears. The divine messengers want you to know that this isn't just about you. Through you, this connection will impact many others. The ripple effects of what you'll create with these resources will extend far beyond what you can currently imagine. You're being positioned as a conduit, a bridge between wealth and its meaningful application in service of greater good. The angels are showing me that for many of you, this connection will heal ancestral patterns around prosperity, generations of limitation, of just enough, of struggle with money and resources. Through you, these patterns can be transformed. Your openness to receiving abundance isn't selfish. It's service to your lineage, breaking chains that have bound your family to scarcity consciousness. Type healing if you're willing to be the one who transforms your lineage's relationship with abundance. The heavenly guides want me to emphasize that when this wealthy person reaches out, authenticity will be your greatest asset. In a world where many approach wealth with agendas and masks, your willingness to be genuinely yourself, with all your passion, quirks, and unique perspective, will be refreshing and compelling to someone. Surrounded by performance and pretense, the angels are showing me that some of you have been preparing for this connection through spiritual disciplines, through prayer, through meditation, through acts of service that seem unrelated but have been purifying your energy to receive at this level. Nothing has been wasted. Every spiritual practice has been strengthening your capacity to hold the frequency of abundance without being distorted by it. Type prepared if you recognize the spiritual preparation you've been undergoing. The divine messengers want you to know that this connection may challenge your existing relationships. Not everyone in your current Circle will understand or support your elevation. Some may project their own fears or limitations onto your expanding possibilities. You're being guided to compassionately create space for this transition while not allowing others' resistance to derail your path. The angels are emphasizing that when this wealthy person reaches out, listening will be as important as speaking. They're not just evaluating your ideas. They're sensing your receptivity, your ability to collaborate rather than dominate, your openness to perspectives different from your own. True partnership with prosperity requires the humility to receive guidance as well as resources. Type receptive. If you're committed to listening deeply when this opportunity arrives, the heavenly guides are showing me that for some of you, there have been dreams or visions preparing you for this connection, perhaps conversations with someone whose face remained unclear, or finding yourself in environments of obvious wealth and influence that felt surprisingly comfortable. These haven't been random fantasies, but spiritual preparation, acclimating your energy to the frequency you're about to experience. The angels want me to address the shadow side of this opportunity. With greater resources comes greater responsibility and greater temptation. You'll be tested not just in your capacity to receive, but in your integrity with what you receive. The billionaire. Energy being drawn to you isn't looking for perfection, but for someone who can acknowledge their shadows, who can stumble and recover with transparency rather than hiding behind image management. Type integrity. To commit to walking this path with honesty about both your light and shadow. The divine messengers are showing me that when this connection manifests, it will often begin with something that seems small, a comment on your work, a seemingly casual introduction, a question that opens unexpected doors. You're being guided not to dismiss subtle beginnings or to expect that significant opportunity must announce itself with drama. The most transformative connections often start with whispers, not shouts. The angels are emphasizing that divine timing is at work in this connection. Some of you have been wondering why certain doors haven't opened despite your readiness, your preparation, your consistent effort. What you couldn't see is that these apparent delays were protection, ensuring that when wealth recognizes you, you'll have the maturity and foundation to steward it wisely, rather than being destabilized by sudden abundance. Type divine timing. To surrender to the perfect unfolding of this connection, the heavenly guides want you to know that when this wealthy person reaches out, it's not random or accidental. They'll have been drawn to something specific in your energy, your work, your presence that resonates with their own journey or vision. This recognition isn't about making yourself appealing to wealth. It's about expressing your authentic purpose so clearly that those meant to amplify it can find you. The angels are showing me that for many of you, there's a need to release comparison before this connection can fully manifest. Looking at others who seem further ahead, who already have the recognition or resources you're still awaiting, creates resistance to your own unique timeline. Your path to prosperity isn't meant to mirror anyone else's. It's being crafted specifically for your soul's highest evolution. Type my path to honor the unique journey that's bringing this connection to you. The divine messengers want me to address something practical. When this wealthy person reaches out, there may be an invitation to travel, to meet in person, to step into environments very different from your familiar surroundings. For some of you, there's guidance to prepare now, not just practically, but energetically, to be comfortable in. spaces of affluence without being intimidated or feeling you don't belong. The angels are emphasizing that this connection will test your relationship with control. Many of you have built your work through determination, through doing everything yourselves, through maintaining tight control over every aspect of your creation. Partnership with wealth will require surrendering some of this control, learning to delegate, to trust others' expertise, to allow your vision to be expanded through collaboration rather than isolated execution. Type surrender if you're willing. To release rigid control to allow your work to expand. The heavenly guides are showing me that when this wealthy person recognizes you, it will often come after a period of significant challenge or even apparent failure. What seems like setback is actually setup. The resilience you demonstrate through difficulty, the clarity that emerges from disappointment. These qualities are magnetic to the billionaire energy being drawn to your light. The angels want you to understand that this connection isn't about becoming someone you're not. The wealthy person drawn to you isn't looking for another version of themselves. They're attracted precisely to your different perspective, your unique approach, your fresh vision. You don't need to adopt their lifestyle, values, or methods to be valuable to them. Your distinctiveness is your greatest asset. Type authentic. To commit to remaining true to yourself when this opportunity arrives, the divine messengers are emphasizing that for some of you, this connection will manifest through what initially appears to be criticism or challenging feedback. Not all recognition comes as immediate praise. The billionaire energy drawn to you may first engage by questioning, by pushing, by testing the solidity of your vision. This isn't rejection, but a different form of interest. Seeing whether your foundation can support the expansion they envision through you. The angels are showing me that many of you have been preparing for this moment through what seemed like unrelated experiences, jobs that taught you to communicate with different types of people, challenges that forced you to articulate your vision under pressure, relationships that required you to maintain boundaries while remaining open. Nothing has been wasted. All of it has been preparation for this connection. Type prepared. If you recognize how your past has been equipping you for this opportunity, the heavenly guides want me to be clear. When this wealthy person reaches out, it won't eliminate all challenges or instantly solve all problems. In fact, new levels bring new devils. The expansion of your work will present complexities you haven't yet navigated. What this connection offers isn't absence of challenge, but resources to meet those challenges from a position of greater strength. The angels are emphasizing that, for many of you, receiving at this level will require healing around visibility. You've kept your light relatively hidden, perhaps due to past experiences of criticism, perhaps from fear of outshining others, perhaps from unconscious beliefs that it's safer to remain small. This connection will invite you into greater visibility, and that light exposure will reveal where healing is still needed. Type visible if you're ready to be seen at a new level when this opportunity manifests. The divine messengers want you to know that when this wealthy person recognizes you, it may not match your expectations or fantasies about how such recognition would appear. Remain open to the form it takes. Sometimes the most significant opportunities come disguised as small openings, humble inquiries, or connections that don't immediately reveal their full potential. The angels are showing me that for some of you, There's guidance to simplify your offerings or clarify your message before this connection fully manifests. The billionaire energy being drawn to you is looking for clarity amid complexity. For someone who can articulate profound vision with straightforward language, who can make the complicated accessible without diminishing its depth, there's divine support available now to help you distill your work to its essential core. Type clarity if you're committed to refining your message before this opportunity arrives. The heavenly guides want me to address an important truth. This connection with wealth comes not to define your worth, but to reflect it. Your value isn't created by external recognition. It's simply made more visible. Remember this when the connection manifests, so you don't fall into the trap of tying your worthiness to another's perception or resources. The angels are emphasizing that for many of you, there's inner child healing needed around receiving. Perhaps you learned early that it was selfish to receive, that you always needed to earn or justify abundance, that accepting help meant incurring unbearable debt. These wounded beliefs may surface when opportunity appears. You're being guided to tend to these tender places now, reassuring the young parts of you that it's safe to receive what's freely offered. Type receive if you're committed to healing. Your relationship with receiving before this connection manifests. The divine messengers want you to understand that when this wealthy person reaches out, they'll be evaluating not just your vision, but your values in a world where many approach wealth with empty projects designed only to attract funding. Your genuine passion and commitment to impact beyond profit will stand out. The alignment between what you say and how you live speaks volumes to those who've seen countless performances. The angels are showing me that for some of you, there's a specific project or idea you've been hesitant to share, something that feels too big, too ambitious, perhaps even impossible given your current resources. This is precisely what needs to be articulated when the connection manifests. The billionaire energy being drawn to you isn't interested in funding what you could accomplish anyway. They're looking for the vision that requires partnership to realize. Type big vision if you're willing to articulate your most ambitious dreams when this opportunity arrives. The heavenly guides want me to emphasize that this connection, while divinely orchestrated, will still require your active participation. The doors may open, but you'll need to walk through them. Introductions may be made, but you'll need to build the relationship. Resources may be offered, but you'll need to steward them wisely. Divine timing meets human readiness in this sacred dance of co-creation. The angels are showing me that when this wealthy person recognizes you, it will catalyze a period of accelerated growth, professionally, personally, spiritually. What might have taken years to unfold may compress into months. This acceleration isn't about skipping necessary lessons, but about removing artificial limitations that have kept your light contained. Are you ready for this quickening? The time to prepare your foundation is now. Type ready if you're prepared for this acceleration when the connection manifests, beloved soul. As we come to the close of this divine message, I want to remind you of something essential. You are not being chosen by this billionaire energy because you lack something. You're being recognized because you've already demonstrated the qualities worthy of expansion. This connection isn't creating your value. It's responding to the value you've already established through faithful stewardship of your gifts. The heavenly guides want you to carry this truth forward. Abundance is your birthright. The connection approaching you isn't exception or accident, but alignment, the natural result of your energy, your integrity, your commitment to purpose beyond profit. As you prepare to receive this recognition, stand tall in the knowledge that you've been preparing for this moment your entire life. Even when you couldn't see the path ahead, type "I receive" one final time to seal this divine message into your spirit. Know that the angels surround you now, preparing the way for this divine connection, clearing obstacles you cannot see, aligning circumstances beyond your control. Trust the perfect unfolding of this opportunity, and remember that when wealth recognizes you, it's not the beginning of your worth, but simply the world catching up to what heaven has always known about your light. Until next time, beloved soul, walk in the confidence of one who knows they are seen, valued, and divinely positioned for prosperity that serves not just your elevation, but the healing of countless others through your expanded reach. The billionaire who has noticed your light is simply an instrument of divine recognition, heaven's way, of amplifying the purpose you've already proven faithful to fulfill. Receive it now with open hands and an open heart, knowing you are worthy of every blessing that finds its way to your door. Thank you for watching.